Glorious friends, Allana Pratt here, your intimacy expert and founder of the dating app Heartmates. So today we're going to be talking about what 99% of women get turned on by when you build these kinds of emotional connections. And the question that has inspired this is awesome. My wife wants sex all the time. All ... the ... time, capitals. And I can't keep up with her. What should I do? Okay, so I think all of us are like bowing to you, like such a high level problem. Like this is an awesome problem. So as I alluded to in the title here about emotional connections, we women love emotional connections. And it seems that your wife gets that way through sex. Yeah? So this is, again, I said a high level problem. For you to have to keep up in terms of the performance aspect, the erection aspect, the ability to like put out all the time, I'm just going to ask you to consider, and I'm not there and I'm not talking to her, but this is my gut, is that's not the main thing she's after. I imagine the main thing she's after is that connection with you. You amazing you, your presence, your touch, your eyes, the way you hold the small of her back, the way you allow her to feel safe and let go, the way you help her get out of her head and into her heart and open and surrender. There must be something really hot about you, really safe about you, really masculine about you that makes her so turned on, that wants sex all the time. This is awesome. So I would encourage you not to think of it like, oh my God, like work, putting out, etc. And if sometimes genital copulation happens, great. If sometimes genital copulation doesn't happen, great. Let's take the pinnacle challenge, I've got to have this outcome. Let's take all the outcome off the table and slow down and dive into all the different ways of touch, sensuality, ritual, taste. Blindfold her and feed her different kinds of food, or the different ways you can just take like a feather, or maybe something a little scratchier, or a little velvet. Like play with her and enjoy slowing down and not having to output all the time. Take away the outcome, yes? And all the different ways that you can pleasure her with oral sex, or just reading her an erotic story and giving her a toy to play with. There's so many ways that you two could connect that are more kinky or naughty, or outside or different areas, parking lot, garage, back shed, garage, I don't know, like you could have a lot more fun that wouldn't make it feel like a burden for you. That's one thing. The other thing, I'm not a doctor, like I'm so not a doctor, but like if there feels like you literally don't have the stamina and there's something physical going on, not emotional, I'm very masterful in that realm, but something physical, then go to your doctor and see what's going on, right? I don't know what your health is like, but if you're carrying a lot of extra weight, sometimes the circulation isn't as free to make you erect. So take it as a wonderful encouragement to go for walks in the morning with her. And then do her, right? So that you can get into better shape. There's a lot of different ways we could look at this as something for you, not something against you. And again, all the other guys are like, damn, I wish I had that problem. Okay, so good for you. And lastly, if this really does become like an issue of contention, or there starts to be resentment or shame, or if it really is like an impasse, that becomes an issue in the relationship. Every relationship like a plant, requires watering, fertilizer, a little bit of pruning from time to time, some sunshine. Okay, plants don't just grow on their own, right? Like in the house, anyways. Outside they do, but you need to tend to them. So there would be nothing wrong by saying, this is a great opportunity to do some couples coaching with Allana, or one of her certified Allana Pratt method coaches, or even just to be in our group coaching program with other couples and find some humor and some safety and some true up-under advice and processing of any shame or any anger or any emotions, so that you can be centered, present, heart open in that moment of grace with your partner. There's different ways I can support you on a group level or private level, or even like my VIP level, if it's time to really say, hey, we haven't invested in anything in our marriage. we could go on a vacation, but why don't we have like a VIP weekend with Allana and really dive deep and get all that crud out of the way and integrated so that our deepest souls are sacredly connecting through lovemaking. I think that's a pretty good return on investment if you ask me. Certainly a lot less than a divorce, which it doesn't sound like you're anywhere near there. She wants ya. But it could be a wonderful way for you to get a great feeding, like a plant, of the nourishment of your sacred sexual relationship. So lots of things to consider, and just go to my site, allanapratt.com, and /connect is how you sign up for an intimacy blind spot breakthrough call with my intimacy success advisor, who knows all about my programs and can recommend exactly what you require to get the results you desire. We have your back, and tell me more about how it goes. Much love to you.